Alright, this is going to be just a quick one, just going to quickly talk about basically some stuff that I didn't get to talk about in the last episode. Pretty much all non-Nintendo and stuff in this episode, except for this, which is something, again, should have talked about a while ago. But anyways, this is a silver original Game Boy Advance. I got this actually for free with a bunch of whole other stuff that I talked about a few episodes back. Like, I got the stuff in, like, late May, but I didn't talk about it until, like, nearly a month later in an episode, like, a few episodes ago, basically. It's in really good shape, screen, everything is pretty goddamn beautiful. But there is a little bit of battery acid leakage, shall we say, on the battery port. Now, that can be easily cleaned, I'm sure. When that gets cleaned, we can see if it works. So, you know what, I'll probably leave a update in the description of this video on whether or not this works. I'm almost certain it will. But this is nice to have because on my, this Game Boy Advance that I had for years, the link cable port... Okay, this is always fun to do because this fucking camera doesn't focus like any goddamn camera does. But in any case, the link port on here is actually frayed, I guess. I don't know if that's the correct term or whatever, but yeah, it's fucked up, and if you plug anything into it, well, it simply just won't work. Whereas this, the link port works just fine. So that's actually a very nice bonus. The thing is about the original Game Boy Advance is, this thing is fucking infuriating. It's comfortable, I will say that. It is a pretty goddamn comfortable system, but again, why the fuck was there no backlit or front light? It's already frustrating enough with the Game Boy Color not having, a front light or a backlight, because a year before that there was the Game Boy Light. And this came out like, fucking 4 years, maybe 4 or 5 years after the Game Boy Light, and still no backlight. And even then, when you compare it to like the whole Game Boy, Game Gear, Atari Lynx fiasco with the Lynx and the Game Gear going like, oh, we have backlight and color, and you know what, it was fine back then, but it wasn't fucking 1989 anymore. You obviously got the color thing right, what about the fucking backlight? It's so stupid that, this one didn't have it. There was no fucking excuse. Absolutely no goddamn excuse. It's pathetic. I'm sure any fucking goddamn portable electronic around the time, early 2000s and whatnot, because remember, this came out in 2001, had some sort of, form of a backlight or a front light. Even if it was, really dull and just, you couldn't see anything, at least it was there. With this, oh my god, man, just, oh my god, what were they thinking? But you know what, whatever, enough ranting about hardware that I don't really use, because, I just, of course, play on the Game Boy Advance SP or on the Game Boy player. But, yeah, enough about that. Let's see, what do I want to talk about here? How about some more shit I should have talked about way earlier? The Evil Within on the PS3. This was given to me by Philippe back in June, and, well, at first I didn't play it because, well, I never had interest in this or really any horror games and whatnot. Also wasn't digging the fact that, game had to be installed and whatnot, so of course that put this on a hiatus to when I was actually going to sit down and play this for a little bit, and I did for like a half hour. It was fine, whatnot. It's pulls no punches, the horror, the theme, the blood, and the murder, and the guy you're running away and hiding from with a chainsaw, and ducking and covering, and all that. It's a thing. I can't say I'm terribly interested in this, or anything really that similar to it. But you know what? Whatever. It'll make good conversational pieces. Maybe there'll be some stories to tell. You know what? There is a story to tell in this fucking video. With, like, the hundreds of games I've talked about over the last, 5 years, they all have some sort of story to tell. Even if not necessarily in the game, but I'm trying my best, I tried my best to tell you a little bit about the actual game itself, my experience with it. The Evil Within on the PlayStation 3. Let's see. Here we have MLB 10, the show, also on the PlayStation 3. This was $3, which is very, very nice. Let's see. I basically got this you know, kind of for the hell of it, to kind of have a more modern baseball game, just for the fuck of it. Then also, you know, kind of, you know, for my friend Carlos, who hasn't really come over a lot recently, but, you know, I don't know if he has this game specifically, but I know he, you know, generally likes baseball games and whatnot, especially on the PS3, so I thought, what the hell, for $3, why not? It'll be something fun to mess around with, maybe, you know, play it with him sometime. Why not? You know, it's worth it. There's all sorts of minor sort of reasons to actually get it. Now, what about the game itself? Well, I remember, it was a thing. I don't think I didn't finish an actual game, though. I hopefully will. Maybe I'll just do a 5-inning game, or maybe a 9-inning game if I'm crazy enough. But, you know, graphics, great, all that stuff, you know, the stuff to kind of expect. Very simulation-like, very serious, but good stuff, especially for the, you know, right type of gamer who really digs this. This one is a bit of an annoying case. This is NBA 2K15 on the PS4. Yeah, more sports games. Okay, I wanted to get an NBA 2K on the PS4, again, kind of for, you know, my friend Anthony and whatnot, because, you know, he likes basketball and basketball games and the NBA 2K series and whatnot, and I thought, hey, why don't I get one, just for the hell of it, just so I can say I have it and played it. Well, in the case of this game, this is actually pretty goddamn infuriating. Okay, so whenever you start up this game, chances are you're going to get a demo game against, I think, the Spurs versus the Heats, as they say. I don't know, I don't pay attention to basketball teams and whatnot, or any of that. But yeah, there's this little demo game. You can't access the main menu or any other sort of menu. Well, you can access a mini pause menu, but that doesn't take you to the actual main game menu where you can do stuff. You're just stuck on that demo game. And then I was trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Now, of course, this is a problem that many people had, because, you know, hey, this is a popular game of sorts. It was, at least. And, well, it turns out the game has to fully install. I tried looking it up for a little bit, trying to figure out how to actually get past it, you know, finding out direction after direction. It wasn't leading anywhere. I heard stories of everyone trying to do... They're going like, oh, I followed every single step in this video and I still can't get past this demo game. Or, oh, I even let the game fucking, you know, install overnight on, you know... I let the game install overnight and still nothing happened. So with all this, like, frustration and bullshit, I don't know. I might just stop caring. I might even fucking sell this. I can't be fucked. And you know what, this scares me. If I ever tried to buy another NBA 2K game, would this happen? I just wanted, you know, something for shits and giggles, something for the hell of it, you know, something to maybe play with a friend or something, you know, but I can't because of this bullshit. And I imagine it was even more infuriating to anybody who actually bought this game, you know, full price back in the day, even if there's a way around it. I just think it's complete bullshit and annoying. But, you know what, whatever. I don't care to even try anymore or do anything with this game anymore. Okay, here we have an original Xbox game. Kill Switch. Actually, how long is this video? Alright, let's keep this short now. Now, Kill Switch is a third-person shooter by Namco, and, you know, hey, Namco's pretty fucking amazing, you know? They make a lot of awesome stuff. And, well, after playing and beating win-back covert operations on the Nintendo 64, I learned to somewhat appreciate third-person shooters a little bit more than even first-person shooters. And you know what, this actually looked pretty good. It's, of course, also on the PS2, and I think there's like a Game Boy Advance version as well. But I decided to get it on the original Xbox because, well, it's compatible with the 360, and I'm sure it's the better version anyways. It just feels, you know, right to have. It even says on the cover art, cover, you know, because I'm about to say, take cover, take aim, take over. Pretty clever. I think I got to like the 4th or 5th mission, and I'm really enjoying it, actually. I actually hope to actually beat this. It's, you know, it's pretty fun, you know, it's a lot more, it's not as, you know, say, methodical as a win-back. It's a little more crazy and intense, and you know what, that's cool. But not maybe to the same extent of, say, Vanquish on the 360 and the PS3. This is a very good, you know, game, actually. Enjoyed it quite a bit. Just fun going around shooting the hell out of people. And, you know, I like that I don't always have to cover and, you know, be stealth-like when I'm going around. I can, you know, it's still a good idea to do that, but I can also still go fucking batshit insane and still more often than not get away with it. It's just a fun time overall, honestly, and I do really look forward to beating this game. Pick it up, honestly. You know, whether it's PS2 or Xbox, even if you're not into third-person shooters like I wasn't, give it a shot, actually. Okay, here we have 2 Xbox 360 games. These were late August purchases. Now I'm talking about them now. Kill Switch was actually was a September purchase. NBA 2K15, I believe, was what the hell was it? Was it September? I don't know. MLB, I believe, was also August. But anyways, Virtua Tennis 3 on the Xbox 360. Yeah, you know, I mean, hey, Virtua Tennis on the Dreamcast goes without saying, that game is fucking incredible. And it was the only Virtua Tennis game I had. In this case, it's, you know, more the same. Better graphics and whatnot. There's a tournament mode, which, who knows, I might actually sit down and attempt to beat. You know, maybe that would qualify as being this, because it's more the same of that awesome tennis gameplay that you may or may not know if you had played it or not. The first Virtua Tennis. But even then, I'm still missing Virtua Tennis 2, which in North America, on the Dreamcast, it was called Tennis 2K2, because it wanted to fit in with the NBA 2K and the NFL 2K and the NHL 2K series of games on the Dreamcast. So, yeah. I played this for a little bit. I really hope to do more. You know, like I said, play the tournament mode, play multiplayer mode, because again, it's more the same greatness, and I can appreciate it for that. It's cheap. Fucking buy this now. And the last game I got here is BlazBlue Calamity Trigger, also on the Xbox 360. Now, I had first actually, my first BlazBlue game ever, which I talked about like 2 episodes ago, was BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. You know, here's the Switch version, also on PS4 and whatnot. And here's the thing, I really liked this game. I really enjoyed it, despite, you know, despite the stupid fucking, you know, bullshit where half the characters were DLC because, you know, some fucking, you know, greedy cunt motherfucker was like, you know what, we're gonna just, yeah, make half the characters DLC, because that's great. Fucking dipshit, dickheaded moves, I swear to God. I'm still fucking annoyed by that. It's still a dickheaded move. You know, because I played, like, almost 10 hours of this, and it's like, again, I want to try out all these other characters for the sake of variety and playing it and whatnot, but I fucking can't, because, you know, I have to cough up money. Which, fuck that. I'm probably not going to actually do that. But enough about this. I already talked about it. So, but yeah, I really liked that one. It actually felt very cool to be, you know, part of, you know, it was really cool to have an online fighter, an irrelevant one of that. It almost made you feel like part of a community. You know, I played it a lot, you know, geez, at like 1 and 2 in the morning, you know, occasionally chatted with people. It was great stuff. In this case, BlazBlue Calamity Trigger, I haven't played this one nearly as much. It's a little more packed with the single-player content by the looks of it, but I couldn't get into it quite as much. But of course, it's nice to have, you know, I remember seeing BlazBlue games fucking everywhere at, you know, almost every EB Games, you know, and I was like, hey, you know, 2D anime fighting games, you know, these might actually be cool, but I never bothered picking any of them up, so, you know, I might look into see what another great BlazBlue game might be. Not saying this game isn't great, because I'm sure it is. It's just I haven't gotten into it nearly as much as I could. And it just doesn't hook me as much as the other fighting games by Arc System Works that I played, like, you know, Aquapausa on the PS3 and Arcana Heart 3, Love Max also on the PS3, and, well, Cross Tag Battle. So, yeah, but of course, a very cool thing to own. Play it some more, hopefully. So yeah, that's just a quick video I wanted to put out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Mario Party, and well, hopefully a whole bunch of other, you know, games. Hopefully we'll get a whole lot more games new and whatnot. Get some 3DS games, you know, before Nintendo kills the 3DS off, or unless they don't. Of course, pay attention to the PS4 and the Switch a lot, because, you know, they're relevant and whatnot. So, yeah, hope to do that a lot more in the coming months and year and whatnot. So, yeah.